Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bath Mat Reviews, where today we're going to be talking about Transformers The Last Night Barricade. Kind of. See, I got a bit of a confession. This isn't exactly that. Because, well, I thought I was buying that. Turns out I bought a knockoff. I believe this is... I have no idea what the company is. But this guy's legal free name is Black Mamba. And so, yeah, this is basically the exact same figure from what I can see, but bigger. So ignore size comparisons if you are going to get the original, which I do suggest because, weirdly enough, I don't know. Because the original, I would say, is the better figure in this case. I don't have too much experience with knockoffs, at least of this style. Like, the knockoffs that I do find are, like, the really trash ones that are, like, super obvious. But, yeah, this one I got off of Amazon. And it should have been obvious, but I was distracted by it not costing me a kidney. So, yeah. If you... Like, this guy is overall fine, but its plastic quality definitely doesn't feel as high grade as some Hasbro figures, which I know that's a bit contentious sometimes, because Hasbro plastic isn't always the greatest. This feels like a knockoff, and I don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest. It doesn't feel fragile. It just doesn't feel like it's gonna last forever. But, I don't know. Literally, I got this guy today. And he also, weirdly enough, has, like, on the original figure, I watched a review on the original figure to, because, you know, I was planning on getting that one. So, he, originally has clear plastic right here for the window. I don't know why it's not, but also, oh well, I don't know how the clear plastic is going to hold up on this. But, yeah. And the other thing, the truest saddest part, is right here. On the original figure, in Brass Knuckles, he had Punish and Enslave. My personal favorite pastime, of course. But, it, like, so, like, he'd punch you and then have, like, almost like an indent of to punish and enslave, which was pretty cool. And he also doesn't have a Decepticon symbol on him. Oh, well, I just kind of am used to that with third-party figures, so it doesn't really bother me. But, yeah, because I do have a couple third-party figures. Not very many, because they are expensive. But every once in a while, I'll get one if they look really good. And, yeah, they're nice. Now, the figure's accessories are the exact same as the Deluxe, where he has this Gatling hand-arm gun that looks pretty dang cool. He also has a nightstick that, well, is for beating people. And he has this pistol, which, yeah. Now, one thing I will say is I like the painting on this guy better than on the original. So, that's nice. But, yeah. And he can hold these two weapons, and also, of course, he can hold this one. And this has a bit of an interesting way of attaching. See, it unfolds, and it has these two little parts right there that peg in, like that. And then clips around. Now, the backpack is pretty egregious on this guy, but that's how the original toy was, and so I wasn't really expecting anything less. And, yeah. I've seen some people show that there's, like, a way on the original toy of taking it off and using it as a riot shield, which that is pretty dang cool. I'm not going to do that with this guy, because this is the most fragile feeling part on this entire figure. And, so, yeah. Plus, I don't know how they do it. But if you get the original, sure, you can do that. And now size comparisons. So here he is with my previous review. Mixmaster. And yeah, this, I wish I had the original. That was the intended thing. I was going to buy the original. But, yeah. So, this is the, like, because he's quite a bit bigger. And that's nice. I think he might be around a masterpiece scale for some of the smaller guys. But I don't know. I don't have a masterpiece figure to compare him to. And I, again, don't have any other knockoffs. And I don't have the original. So, again, size comparisons are not where I would count this guy. Here he is with the prime unit of measurement with his out-of-sync ears. And, yeah, so that gives you a pretty good idea on how big this guy is. Yeah, he's pretty wide. And here he is with Batman. And yeah, now let's get to transformation, because it's fine. I feel like I would enjoy it more if it was a better quality plastic figure, because here I feel like I gotta be careful with it, not to break it. But again, I bought a knockoff. That's kind of what you'd expect. But, yeah, so first, remove the bits. And let's get into it. So, first, take the arms, straighten them, and then bring them back like this. Also, this is how the figures, wait, oof, those come off really easily. Sorry, do that the opposite way, and bring it back like this. I didn't do articulation. Sorry. Forget everything I just said. So, articulation. Head on a ball joint, I think. Yeah. You got a full 360 here. Out this far, you have a thigh swivel, or not thigh swivel, but bicep swivel. And on this, anytime you wiggle it, it pops off. But, yeah, if you put some pressure there. I'm honestly still contemplating about keeping this guy or not, because, well, he's not broken, and I don't know. I prefer to actually... I'm fine with getting third-party Transformers. I don't know as much about knockoffs, but I don't like giving up Transformers figures. I don't know. So, I'm still thinking about whether or not to keep this guy. Not because... He's fine. Like, I just, kind of prefer the original. But then he has a 90 degrees of bend there. Wrist has a swivel. Waist, there is nothing. You got forward that far, back that far without moving the backpack, which you can do by just unpegging all that and bringing it back, and then you can get much farther back. Then just squeeze all that back in. You have a thigh swivel. You have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. You have no ankle joint, but you got up at the foot and no down. So, fairly standard articulation, especially for a bit of an older figure. I mean, I don't remember when The Last Knight came out, but it was kind of a while ago now, considering we've gotten 3 Transformer movies after it. Bumblebee, yeah. And so now let's get to transformation. For real this time. So, bend this way, and then bring that in. This is how it was packaged, so the instructions for the knockoff will show it. And so they just kind of skip that step. Oh, wait. I got the box. I was confused. Because, yes, as you can see, that is movie 1 style Barricade. Deformation. Gotta love it. Roadhog Sheriff. That's not what this figure is called. Then Roadhog Sheriff, Roadhog Sheriff, Roadhog Sheriff. And then there he has the proper thing. And then specifications, colors, and contents may vary from illustration. Lovely. I hope they're not talking about this illustration. If they're talking about this one, that's fine. I just want to get what I paid for. Then there's the bottom and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know what it says because I don't read Chinese. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. Yep, in China. So I'm gonna stick with it being Chinese. But I don't actually know, but I'm 90% sure. And yeah. Then whoosh. Here's the instructions. That's how I found out the name, because it actually says Black Mama there. And then there they are. And it's really weird because it's like I opened it and I thought, oh, okay, booklet. Then I opened it and I was like, wait a second, not booklet. I'm very confused. Die-cast metal transformation. That's a lie. As far as I can tell, there is absolutely no die-cast metal in here. But, yeah. This is weird. I really was not expecting to have a KO figure. But, here we are. Anyway, continuing. Oh, gosh. Make sure these are pegged in when you... That's so annoying. Why is it so difficult to put on and then so easy to come off? Yeah. Rotate while putting constant pressure so that it doesn't fly off. And then rotate the wrist. Then take these, bring them down. And I will say, I do like the transformation on this guy, mainly because, you know, it's one of the parts that it didn't copy. And the painting is genuinely better than the original, in my opinion. But, oh well. That's like the one part on this figure, and the size, of course. Then you bring this up, and boy, does this piece feel really plastic, like really cheap plasticky. Then fold up the arms. Bring this down, then slot that around, and then peg that in. Then lift this up, and then just slot that in. Pray nothing breaks, because, again, I'm not sure how this figure will last. So then, bring all that in, squeeze, squeeze, and yeah. And yeah, so you'll be able to just see basically this guy's everything from down here. But, you know, Last Night never really did have the best transformations that I can remember. Well, mainly because all of their all their robot designs were impossible. So, then rotate the legs. Then lift up the foot. And if this comes down with it, like, just take that and bring that all in, like so. Bring that down, lift, then squeeze. Then peg these together, or though, well, it says to do that. I don't know if on this figure you actually can. It doesn't want to. And I'm too scared to put actual pressure on it. But you're supposedly able to peg that together. Like, I do see the 2 points there. Like, right there and there. But, I don't know, maybe just slide it in, or slide it in, or... I'm not going to do it because I don't want to break the damn thing. But, oh well. Anyway, then come up here, extend all of this, then bring this out, and pray you don't break it, because I don't like messing with this part. Then slot it down and bring it over, and bring that over, and then peg in, and peg in, and maybe then squeeze here. Then, oh gosh, everything's out of line. Undo this, bring it down. line that up, then bring this in, line that up, peg that in, and you know what, screw it, I'll just put full force here to try and peg this in. Oh gosh, that is going to break before. Yeah, that's going to break before it tabs in. So my version will have a crack there. But again, you shouldn't have that problem if you get the original. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I don't have the original. I'm not salty. You're salty. Anyway, and then for weapon storage, you can take these, and it has holes there, so I thought you might be able to do something. But you can take that, put that there, then take the guns, and you can put them here, 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 here. And also the nightstick. But, yep, you can just take those, put that here. Why does the nightstick have a handle like that? I don't think nightsticks normally do have that. I don't know, I haven't gotten my hands on a nightstick. I don't know, maybe they do. Wait, yeah, they do. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they actually do, so that makes sense. But yeah, you can plug those there, and you roll, and you're done. And to punish and enslave. And I will say, this is a pretty good looking police car. And yeah, I really like the design. I think it was a fun update on Barricade, and I'd like the original. So, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next. And tell me your knockoff experiences. Because I don't know if this is a subpar knockoff, and if there's some like absolutely fantastic ones that are actually better than the original. Because this is my first experience, and I mean, it kind of gave the vibe that I was expecting. It's fine, but it certainly is a knockoff, and you can tell. And, yeah, follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!